Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Trish, and if you're new here, then welcome and thank you for stopping by. So this video has actually been a long time in the making. This footage is actually from way back in March, I believe, and just because of me not being able to use my craft room as much as I'd like and some unforeseen circumstances, I have not been able to come back to this project for a while. And so this project is actually in collaboration with Falisha, aka the Crafting Nook, and I am so happy that I was able to finally come back to it and finish it up. So I've already mixed my resin, and now I'm going to be pouring it into 5 different silicone measuring cups. One of the cups has some sand, and one will have the white, and the other 3 colors will be ocean colors. And the sand is actually real sand that I got from Monterey. When my husband and I were on vacation in Monterey, we went to the beach, and several of the shells and rocks that are going to be used in this were also from that beach. And just as a side, you see that I've accidentally spilled some resin there. I really recommend that if you have a spill like that, to clean it as soon as it happens. In my experience, it's just a lot easier to just take some alcohol spray and clean it up right away, and that way you don't have to worry about it getting on other things. I mean, with my luck, I will either get it on my arm, or I'll just like things will fall into it, and it's just, yeah, I hate getting resin all over stuff. So that's just a little tip from me. Anytime you have a spill, clean it up right away. Don't wait, because you don't want to have to deal with cleaning up more things later, including yourself. So I'm using the Ocean collection for Let's Resin's alcohol inks, and the color that I'm using right here is dark blue, and the colors that the box comes with are very, very pretty colors. It does include the white pigment, but I don't use that in this video. I use a different white. So you can't see the bottle, but I'm pretty sure I am using the Let's Resin white pigment for this layer. I know I was experimenting with different things. Like this one, I'm adding white alcohol ink to it because I had got that tip from somebody that it helped to form the cells of the wave. So I was trying that, but I do believe that I was using the Let's Resin white pigment on this one. But I think on the other layer that I did, I think I used something different. And this looks like it's the that azure color. And the other lighter color I was using is called Aquamarine. Now I probably should have made the sand a little bit thicker, not pour as much resin, or I should have added a little bit more sand to the cup after I poured the resin to make it a little bit more thicker. But it's still nice, I like it. it's good enough for what I was going to be doing with it, which is to add um, shells and rocks and some other little cute things that I made. And here I'm just trying to figure out where I want the things to go. I made that cute little turtle out of resin, and right there there's a piece of driftwood that we got on the beach. We got so many neat things on the beach. We had sea glass and all different kinds of big shells and little shells and stones and really cool stuff. So I was really happy to be able to use those in this project. It always just makes it feel so much more personal, and it kind of holds more of a special place in your heart when you use things that you picked yourself. I love it. And here I'm placing those cute little flip-flops in the sand. There is a video that I did where I'm showing how I made the turtle and the flip-flops. So if you want to watch that, go ahead and check out my video on that as well. Okay, here's the exciting part. I just took dark blue and put it on the top. I wanted to start with the darker colors and get lighter towards the bottom. And looking back on this, I should have made more of the dark blue, just in case some of the other colors were to kind of take over, which I would have liked to have had like more of a greenish aquamarine color, but it when I mixed in the lightest blue, it kind of made everything like lighter blue instead of the more oceany green blue color that I wanted. It still turned out really pretty, but see, like when I'm putting on that light blue color right there, the azure blue, it kind of took over, and I tried to take as much of the dark blue as I could and kind of spread it downwards to give it more of a dark color, because I knew I needed that dark to make it look more like an ocean. But that's as far as I got there. And then I thought, it looks fine. But I probably should have added maybe some more green and some more dark blue to kind of make it more of an ocean color. So as I said before, I was really trying to try different things and experiment with different ways of doing waves. And so with this first set of waves, I was using my embossing heat gun just to see if it would make a difference. But it still was not giving me any cells, and I didn't know if it was the mixture that I was doing, or if it was because I wasn't pushing the heat enough, or maybe I wasn't warming it up enough. Waves are very tricky, and I just wasn't sure what I was doing wrong. But basically, when I put the white, it just wanted to sink. It didn't want to give me any cells. And I had used my other heat gun in something else that I did, and it seemed like it was too strong. It was just blowing the resin too hard, and I thought, maybe it won't work in something this size. So that's why I was just gonna try to do the waves with my embossing gun, which it did not work. I was able to get maybe a couple of cells, and then they completely just disappeared when they cured. So that was really disappointing. So as you can see, this is how it cured. There's no cells at all, and it just basically sank, and it didn't really leave much of a pattern behind at all. So I was determined on this second layer to make better waves, and so I purchased something called Island Waves Surfs Up, and I had heard really good things about it, and I was just hoping that it would help me, and finally it did. It was actually awesome, and you'll see in a little bit. So basically I'm just doing some more of the same kind of colors, the turquoise, blue, and azure, and the white. And I was just kind of experimenting. I didn't really have much of a plan for this. I just knew that I was gonna kind of do something similar as far as putting the dark colors on the top, because it's easier to kind of mix them together with the darker colors on top. So again, these colors are very pretty, but I should have put more green. So next time I'm definitely going to put more green. And I really should have watched how I made the first layer first, right before I did this one, so I would remind myself that I needed to use more green. Like I said, it's still pretty, but I think it needs more green. So another thing that I did differently here is I switched the nozzle on my heat gun, and that could have also made a difference in how this came out, why I had more cells. I really don't know, but I know that I will be using it again for the next one because I was amazed at the amount of cells that I got. And I still need to do a lot of practicing with my waves, but I really was pleased how this turned out. This stuff really works. I really recommend it, and I'm gonna put a link in the description of this Island Waves Surfs Up so that you can buy some and try it for yourself. I noticed I accidentally drizzled some of the white onto one of the little flip-flops, so I was trying to clean that up as best as I could, but yeah, look at all the cells, guys. It's amazing. I can't wait to do more of these now. I was getting so frustrated, but now I know something works. Or I should say works for me. I know that other things work for other people. I just have not had any luck, so this is the first time I've had some cells, and I'm very excited. Okay, so today I'm going to be just doing a top coat of my beautiful turtle. I'm really just so happy with how this came out. So now I'm just going to be doing a top coat. If I can get this camera right. Okay. So, alright. So first though, I need to mix up some resin. And I'm going to be using actually a new resin. I saw this in an ad and I thought, why not? I'll try it. So 1-to-1 ratio, it's called Extreme Resin, and it says easy mixing, 1-to-1, cures fast and clear, excellent chemical and moisture resistance. So I've heard good things about it. I'm gonna try it and we'll see how it goes. Okay. You don't really need to see this part, so. Okay, so this is the final layer, and I'm just putting a clear coat on top using that new resin that I'm trying, Extreme Resin. And I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not going to go over the edge. I'm going very, very slow, although I did speed this up for time, but I am going really slowly and carefully around to make sure that I'm trying not to spill over. And luckily I didn't use that fast curing resin because I probably would have gotten into trouble again. Because you can't go fast on something like this unless you want a big mess. So yeah, it was fine. And I have these little stands that the turtle is on top of, and so I was trying really careful not to tilt the turtle or like make it fall off those little stands that it's balancing on right now. So I will say, you know, I love this turtle so much. It's a really, really cool mold. But it is more difficult to do something like a top coat on a shape like that because of all of the little curves and stuff that, and you don't want to go over it. As opposed to, you know, when you're working with a canvas that is rectangular or squared shaped, it's a lot easier to do a top coat on something like that because you just basically smooth everything from left to right and that's it. Whereas with this, you have, you know, like I said, you have all those little curves. But I love the mold. I'm probably going to make more of these. And I'm really happy that I finally got those cells that I wanted, that I've been trying to do for months now. And I definitely recommend the Island Waves white that I used. Okay guys, here's my finished turtle, and I brought it out here in the sun so that you could see what the true colors are. I just love all of the blues and the foamy waves and the cells that I finally got, yay! So anyway, here it is. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Please go and check out Falisha's channel, The Crafting Nook, who is also on this collaboration. She's wonderful. You'll love her videos. Please go check her out. I'll put the link in the description for her channel. And as always, thank you so much. And please don't forget to hit like, subscribe. Please comment. I love to receive your comments. And thank you and have a beautiful day.